Tough night for Spike Lee and the New York Knicks. Exciting third quarter, however. The Knicks made it interesting. Andre Miller with a steal. There goes JR. Look out. Oh, that's a tough foul. Marty Collins. Careful. No. What's Robinson doing? Nate Robinson. I don't know what. We got a bad incident here. This is an ugly incident, and J.R. Smith incensed. Nate Robinson now stepping up on George Karl. No, Karl grabbing. See, he's got Smith. There it goes again. Look at this. What is he doing? They're trying to restrain Jared Jeffries. Jeffrey and two guys are. Oh, this is horrible. They're going after Carmelo Anthony. And now players have come off the bench, and once you do that, it's an automatic fine for them. And this was all because of and excuse me for all those people who don't like this, a stupid foul at the end of a game in a game that's over. There are a lot of guys that won't be playing in the next game for both teams. And it seemed to. The foul was tough. The foul was hard. The foul may have been dirty, but it looked like Nate Robinson was the one that got this going. Well, Jared Jeffries is taking after Carmelo Anthony for some reason. This is how Collins should just let him go, and he's going to come down hard, wraps the neck, and then throws him down, which now becomes a flagrant. JR gets up. He's not happy with it. He gets in the face. But I'm not even sure it's JR and Collins who go after first. It's Robinson. I'm not sure why Robinson got involved. See, Robinson comes in and pushes him. See, Collins is a flagrant foul. He's going to get in trouble. And there's somebody in the crowd now. Somebody in the stands now are going after it to our left for some reason. We may see multiple players get suspended for this. It might not all be the same game. They might stretch it out a little bit. An ugly incident here at the end of the Knicks-Nuggets game. Well, there's a minute 15 left, and the game, for all intent and purposes, is over with. But Marty Collins with not a smart foul at all, unnecessary foul, but escalated, and I'm telling you, it was escalated by Robinson. Nate Robinson just came in there and just shoved JR, who got up, as you would imagine, upset at Collins. Yeah. Had it remained those two, there would not have been the incident. No, because someone had got there, cooler heads would have prevailed, probably would have been technicals. Instead, Collins will probably get ejected. Robinson's probably going to get ejected. I'm speculating. Yeah, I think probably. Well, let's see how they figure it out. Dick Bavetta, Violet Palmer, Robbie Robinson discussing what to do here. You don't want this. The NBA has had too many bad things, and you mentioned this is Spike Lee is walking off the court with his young daughter. They're escorting them out, but watch Nate Robinson. See, you know JR is going to get mad in front of him. He's going to try to grab him, and they're just talking. And then he shoves him. Well, I think Robinson. He shoves him again. See, then Melo gets in there, and he's trying. And Melo shoves Robinson, and now there goes JR and Robinson going after it. The key was a side thing was Carmelo Anthony and Jared Jeffries. Jared Jeffries had to be tackled from going after Carmelo Anthony. There's a chance they may end this game with 1:15 to go. I don't know. Dick Bavetta going to call the coaches over. Well, here's the thing now. You worry about crowd because this was a pretty good crowd tonight, obviously. I tell you what, I thought at one time Nate was going after George Karl. And this is the time you want an official like Dick Bavetta heading up the officiating crew. That and then one big old strong guy beside him. Not to make light of this, but we've not seen this in a while. I've not seen this in a while with the Nuggets. It was a preseason game against Indiana, was it 2 years ago? Jermaine O'Neal and Nene going after it. There's going to be multiple ejections. The NBA will grab the film both from the Madison Square Garden Network and Altitude Sports and Entertainment, review all of this, and before the Knicks team, before either one of these teams play again, they'll announce what's going down.
So we are being told now that 10 players have been ejected from the game. Well, anybody involved in that fight. J.R. Smith is gone. A number of the Knicks have to sort it out. You need a roster to determine exactly what happened here. So we're going to try to finish apparently the last minute 15.
Bobby Simmons, you see him in there right by Cammy. He's the head of security. He's standby because, I mean, you're in New York, and you got some guy that's here at Madison Square Garden security. I mean, he's got guys watching the crowds, getting people out of tunnels and everything else, and they'll be careful because they use the same exit. Make sure they escort one team and then the other.
Oh, Melo threw a punch, and LaMelo's going to be Melo. I guess the entire team that was on the floor at that point.
Yeah, you listen, it's going to be bad enough. Trust me, it's going to be bad enough. Don't make it any worse by going off and doing something else. But wisely, you let the Nuggets players get in. Like I said, they use the same exit just across from us. And then you let them clear, and then the security for New York will make sure that they walk their players in, because you don't want anything ugly happening back in the tunnel.
So everybody that was involved in the game, everybody who was on the floor at the time, are all ejected. So there goes the Knicks, 5 on the floor.
I can honestly say, and I've been around the NBA since 1982, I have never seen 10 players kicked out of a game. Both, and I don't know, Walt Frazier sitting right to my left. He may have, I don't know if we can get his attention. Dick Bavetta once again is going to come over and kind of explain this to us, but I've never seen 10 players kicked off.
So Dick Bavetta has taken charge of this situation.
He's explaining to...
A flagrant 2 has been called on Marty Collins, and now Dick Bavetta coming in.
Penalty 2 on Collins.
Okay.
George Cole picks the substitute shooter. Right, which is Weiser. 10 ejections, 5 from each team are out there.
Yeah.
And each coach picks the opposing 5 from each team.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dick.
That was Dick Bavetta, the voice of Dick Bavetta, who's still one of the best. I'm going to reach over and touch Clyde. You ever seen anything like that, Walt? No.
DeMar Johnson is going to come in. Let's set the Nugget 5 for you. Kleza, DeMar Johnson, Reggie Evans, Joe Smith, who hasn't played. Let me check. Joe Smith hasn't played in the last 8 games because of an ankle sprain. And this will be a nice game to get finished with. 120 to 100. Reggie Evans with a jump shot. So the crowd here at the Garden still on their feet. An ugly incident that's going to be reviewed by the league officials. And the penalties will be meted out tomorrow or Monday. Maybe sooner.
Boy, and there's not many people. Earl Boykins is the only guy, I think, on both benches still remaining.
3 for Kleza. Yeah, that's interesting. The lone substitute, if you like, Earl Boykins. Knicks didn't have many players to start with. So 5 players from each team ejected.
Well, in this last minute 3 has been kind of anticlimactic, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Ugly end to a good win for Denver, and a nice way to end off the this road trip. However, I'm not sure we're going to be able to bring you a post-game interview. We were scheduled to do that. our interviews in the locker room. Marcus Camby, you had a great game.
Don't forget, you'll see all the highlights and lowlights of this one on the Nuggets Locker Room Report. It's coming up right after the game. We'll show the entire action. We'll get comments.
Yeah, we'll try to get in the locker room and try to bring, if we can, we'll try to go in the locker room and see if we can get some comments, obviously, from George Karl. He may be careful of exactly what he can say or should say, but we'll try to get something from George Karl.
All right, we hope you enjoyed it. Our final score, the Denver Nuggets beat the New York Knicks 123-100. Our next telecast, the Nuggets and the Wizards. That's Monday night at 6:30. Transmission facilities brought to you by HDN Communications. This has been a presentation of Altitude Sports and Entertainment. Don't forget, coming up next, the Nuggets Locker Room Report.